talk about that brick wall, the one when we're working with peers, colleagues, coworkers in an organization, and we keep running into the same resistance, the same blaming, the same arguments, and nothing's changing. And you may even have asked like your own manager to step in and help. And their response often will sound like, it's up to you to learn the skills of how to navigate that. That can feel incredibly frustrating because what you're asking for isn't that they handle it. What you're asking for is actually that they come in and facilitate the conversation that you're not having, which is why you keep running into the same problems over and over and over again. What we need for them is to facilitate the conversation about how we're working together. We need someone in those instances when the team is not operating well together to actually have the conversation around the difference between conflict and disagreement. More often than not, what's happening in blaming and resistance and arguments is we're calling it conflict. We're emotionally behaving as though it's conflict, intellectually behaving as though it's conflict, when really what's happening is disagreement. And how we handle disagreement is not like we're in a war zone, is not like treating everything like a battle. We have to treat it with a lower emotional climate to compromise and negotiate and talk it out. That's how we resolve disagreement. And that means everyone needs to arrive ready to do those things, ready to compromise, to negotiate, to talk it out, to get to a resolution and or a decision. And that means everyone has to be willing to give a little, willing and able to be flexible, adapt and pivot from their position. And those are skills and emotional intelligence. We cannot handle these types of barriers in our workplace with intellectual solutions because they're not intellectual-based problems. They're emotion-based problems. So we have to solve them with our emotional intelligence.